Congratulations on being accepted into our IOLO merchant family of business owners who value their customers enough to offer them the best way to pay. In this short training video, we are going to share with you the best way to dramatically increase sales and customer loyalty for your business by utilizing IOLO's virtual rent-to-own program. So why exactly are you choosing to offer IOLO as a payment option for your customers? To increase your sales, of course. IOLO will help increase your sales with a program that requires no credit check from your customers. The use of IOLO's automated web application makes the application process fast and easy. Your access to important information is completely web-based and secure. Information such as merchant training and support, customer applications and approvals, as well as comprehensive merchant reporting is all included at no cost to our merchants. Your customers will also receive unlimited customer service, early payoff options, return privileges, and unlimited reinstatement rights. So, your customer wants or needs your merchandise, but doesn't want to or can't pay the full out-of-pocket amount and cannot qualify for traditional financing due to credit challenges. Here is where IOLO can help save the sale. You can quickly explain the benefits of IOLO's program and how it is a simple and affordable way to purchase merchandise, while providing them with easy-to-use return and early buyout options. How do your customers qualify? These are the only requirements for your customers to pre-qualify for the IOLO program. They must have an open and active checking account, which has been open for the minimum of 6 consecutive months, with no non-sufficient fund charges within the last 90 days. They must also be able to prove, if asked, 6 months of consistent, steady take-home income of at least $1,000 per month. Lastly, all customers wishing to use IOLO to rent-to-own merchandise must be at least 21 years of age. If the customer meets the pre-qualifications, then you will assist them in completing the short online customer application. Once approved, IOLO will let you know how much the customer is qualified for. You can log into your merchant portal by navigating to www.portal.ioloit.com. Once there, enter your assigned username and password to access the system. This is what the login screen of Merchant Portal will look like. Simply log in with your assigned username and password for your store. Please note that once training has been completed, your login and a temporary password will be sent via email and your welcome kit will be sent to your store location. Once you have logged into the IOLO Merchant Portal, you will begin on the dashboard, which will contain valuable tools and resources for the merchant. Application status to view submitted applications or enter new applications. Contracts to view the status of your IOLO funding for executed contracts. My Account to update the password for your unique login. From the application status screen, you can enter a new customer by selecting the Add New Customer button. You can also view the date you entered the application, the name of the customer, and the status of the application. You may also search by customer name or sort by the application status. You will now enter the customer's information where prompted. Although IOLO does not do a credit check, we do verify all of the information as entered. It is important to make sure everything is entered accurately. IOLO recommends the merchant allows each customer to enter the information to avoid typing errors or misunderstanding of information. Select Save and Continue from the lower left to process the application. An IOLO best practice would be to ask the customer for either their driver's license or state ID before beginning to accurately enter the information. Congratulations! The application has now been submitted. Once submitted, you will be defaulted to the main screen. The application you just submitted will be listed in the portal as pending. Please allow a few minutes for the system to refresh with the approval status. Please note, during this time an IOLO representative will place a call to the applicant to verify the information submitted and explain our process and the customer responsibilities. Please let your customer know that this process is going to happen now, and in order to be approved, they have to take the call for verification purposes. IOLO cannot approve the application until we have spoken directly with the applicant. The application status code will change as the application is reviewed by the IOLO team. Pending means that the application was just submitted and is being reviewed. Approved means that IOLO has approved the customer and you can click on Approved to continue to the next step. Hold means that IOLO needs additional information from the customer to complete the application process. Declined means unfortunately IOLO has reviewed the application and is unable to approve the consumer at this time. For security and privacy purposes, IOLO representatives will not know the exact reasons as to why a customer did not qualify at this time. However, they may provide examples of items to the customer directly to investigate before reapplying, to aid them in having a better chance in the future. IOLO will never share any personal or identifying information to anyone except the customer once verified. Once the customer has been approved, you will see a response on the screen with their approval amount, and the application status will change from pending to approved. Congratulate your customer and show them the merchandise they can acquire with their approval amount. Remind them they can purchase any merchandise within their approval amount, including accessories. Once you choose Approved next to the customer's name, you will move to the Merchandise Input screen. Please note the approval amount in the upper left of the screen. This is the maximum amount that the customer can spend, including tax. Next, you will enter each item of merchandise where prompted. Add additional items by selecting Add Item. If you need to delete an item or re-enter an item, you may do so by selecting the Remove button. The software will not allow you to continue if you have exceeded the approval amount. When finished entering all of the merchandise, select Save, then Close. The rental purchase agreement will then be generated for the customer to read carefully and sign. Please note, be sure prior to executing the rental purchase agreement, the customer understands that the first monthly payment is to be made at time of purchase and is collected by the merchant before the customer receives their merchandise. This is where the customer will accept the terms of the rental purchase agreement by checking the Accepted box. The customer must e-sign the rental purchase agreement where indicated to verify their understanding and accept that the merchandise is as described by the merchant. Please allow the customer the time they need to review the terms and conditions prior to their e-signature, as they are entering into a legally binding agreement and will be subject to the terms and conditions of the rental purchase agreement once the document is executed. It is very important that the customer not only read the rental purchase agreement, but understand its terms. The customer must also e-sign the ACH authorization form. Please allow the customer the time they need to review the terms and conditions prior to their e-signature, as they are entering into a legally binding agreement and will be subject to the terms and conditions of the agreement once the document is executed. It is important that the customer not only reads the ACH authorization form, but understands its terms. You will now complete the process when prompted by the system to collect the customer's first payment. You as the merchant are required to collect the first monthly payment from the customer once the contract and merchandise is accepted by the customer. IOLO will then fund the merchant the full cash price of the contract, less the first payment, within approximately 2 business days after the contract date. There are no discounts or charges to the merchant for the use of the IOLO system. IOLO understands the importance of our merchants receiving the funding for your merchandise as quickly as possible. As well as reviewing the customers that have taken advantage of IOLO services, this can be completed by choosing the Contracts tab. Please remember to allow 48 hours for payment processing, not taking into consideration holidays and weekends. The Sales Reports is where you will be able to view the status of your sales, including its funding status. When IOLO has funded the sale to the merchant, the status will be changed to Funded. So, congratulations! You now have a completely paid customer. We will assume all customer service from this point forward so you can focus on making more sales. Thank you for choosing IOLO to help increase your sales and provide a valuable payment option for your customers. Your welcome kit will be sent by mail and will include one 11 by 17-inch poster for your store window, 2 table tents for your counter displays or other locations, as well as your store login and password. It is important to display the material provided. You are also able to order additional material from the How It Works section of our site. If you have any questions, you can call our Merchant Support Department at 779-220-2001 or contact us via email at dealersupport@ioloit.com. And if you have one, you may also contact your local independent agent, provided you have their contact information. Congratulations on your successful completion of IOLO's Merchant Portal training. You are now one of many valued merchants that possesses the advantages of offering the benefits of IOLO's virtual rent-to-own program to your customers, while increasing your revenue through added sales opportunities. IOLO's merchant support team will be in touch with you shortly to issue your portal username and password. Welcome aboard!